Hey guys, it's Troy. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up your very own Shopify e-commerce website, which is pretty exciting. If you're new to the world of e-commerce, it's a growing billion, that's billion with a B, dollar industry. So there's really no better time to get started than today. What I'm going to be taking you through is really the essential steps. So think of the 80-20 approach to getting started with your very own e-commerce website. Additionally, Shopify offers you a free 14-day trial. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to include a link in the video so that way you can follow along with me through those essential steps so that by the end of this video, you're well on your way to have your very own e-commerce website. So once you've had a chance to click on that link, you'll be directed to the Shopify homepage, and then I can go ahead and walk you through the steps. So once there, our first step is going to be to add in our email address. And then click Get Started. So to get started with our free 14-day trial, the first step is going to be to add in our password and then our store name. Now, if you don't have a store name just yet, that's fine. Go ahead and make one up for right now. You can always change this down the road. For today's example, I'm going to be selling t-shirts. So once that's included, we can click Create Your Store Now. Shopify is going to get everything set up for us and then ask us a few quick questions. So where would you like to start selling today? The online store option is selected. We're setting up our e-commerce website, so that's good to go. Let's click Next. And then we're going to include some basic account information. So you can go ahead and plug in your name and address. Once you have that included, you can go ahead and click Next. And then we're going to answer a few quick questions. So are you already selling? I'm going to select I haven't yet started selling products. You can select which option is right for you. And then what will you sell? As I mentioned, we're going to be selling t-shirts, so that's going to fall underneath physical products. What is the expected annual revenue of your business? I'm going to go ahead and select a quarter to $500,000. Are you setting up a store for a client? We're not. We're doing it on our own behalf. So once that's done, click Enter My Store. And then you will be brought to the Shopify admin dashboard. So this is really the back end of your website where you're first going to set up all of your site elements and then really manage them moving forward. So you'll see along the left-hand column really the navigation, and along the center here, this is really where a lot of the activity takes place, and we'll already have the prompts for really the initial steps. So the first thing I'm going to walk you through is adding a product to your store. So you'll see the option here for add a product to see it in your store. Click the add product button, and then it's going to take us to the products page. So we can add in our product detail information. So for my t-shirt example, I'm going to go ahead and include for the title the name of the product. Underneath that is going to be the product description, so you can cover benefits, features, dimensions, whatever's fitting for your product. You have the formatting options above that. Insert different items as needed, but I'm going to go ahead and leave that fairly minimal for now. Type, so type is really the category, so you'll see the grayed out options for bicycles or t-shirts. I'm just going to go ahead and include t-shirts for our product. Vendor, if you're selling a third party or another company or another vendor's product, you can include that information there. I'm going to go ahead and leave that blank. Inventory and variance, so this is where you can include product price information. Let's say we're going to sell this t-shirt for $15. Compare at price. If there's an MSRP or a regular sale price, you could include that. So let's say this t-shirt regularly sells for $20. Stock keeping unit and barcode, so unique identifiers. The SKU is really for inventory management. If you have that, I would encourage you to include it, as well as the barcode. If you have a UPC or ISBN, you can include that in the field there. Charges, taxes, and requires shipping is already selected. I'm going to leave that intact, but you can always deselect that. Product weight, let's go ahead and include that. 2 pounds, and you can always change the unit. Inventory policy. So right now, the default is don't track inventory. You can always change that to Shopify tracking the inventory. What you'll need to do is include the quantity if you select that option. Additionally, you can also sell the product if it's no longer in stock by selecting this option here. But I'm going to go ahead and revert back to the default. So you'll notice this box for if the product has multiple options. If I select that, what that allows me to do is set different variants of the product. So if there's different sizes, there's just different colors, we can include those different options underneath the given product. So in this example for option name, let's go ahead and say we have different sizes available of this t-shirt. If we select that in the option name, for the option values we can dictate what's available. So small, medium. So I'm just typing in and then tabbing through these options, and large. And now all of those option values will be available for this product. Now if there's even more, you can select different colors. You can add that through the add another option button found there. But I want to show you, if you deselect the automatically create 3 variants, it's going to show you what you've created in terms of the existing variants. So we've got our different sizes. We have the ability to manage each price individually, and then add in the SKU and barcode as needed. And I'm going to leave that as is. So let's go ahead and add a product image. I've got my images ready on my Shopify, or in my Shopify folder. Include the green t-shirt, and that's our men's active t-shirt, so we're good to go there. Can also add any tags for this specific product, color, size, material, if you want to include that information. So if this is a green shirt, and then include the product type or category, you can include that information, use that as needed to identify the product, link back to and from that product. Also, you have the search engines, so the page title, meta description, the URL, and handle. So you'll notice that Shopify does pre-populate, sort of give you a head start on that information, but you can customize this as needed to make it as SEO friendly and keyword optimized as possible. So the page title, the meta description, which is going to be the short description that shows up in the search engines. The URL is going to be the page, the product page itself, and the handle is really going to speak specifically to that product. So you can update that as needed, but keeping in mind, again, you want that to be as SEO friendly. Think of your keywords for your product, what the search engines are going to crawl on the site to find relevance for what the user is searching for. So once that's done, we can go ahead and click Save Product. And then our first product will have been added to our site. So Shopify lets us know that that's been done. You'll see a little bit of changes on the page now that we've added our first product. You can add individual images for different variants. You'll see the image that we've added. You can add additional images. So for the sake of this example, if we add an additional image, we can dictate then what is the featured image while still having multiple images with the product listing. So you'll see the featured tag there. Simply drag and drop to change, but we'll leave the initial image intact. So we've added our first product. Let's go ahead and navigate back to the dashboard. and move to our next step. So the next item I'm going to take you through is adding a theme to your website. So Shopify treats themes, when you hear the word theme, it's really a look and feel as well as a template / launching point for your website, the structure of your site. So you're going to want to pick a theme that's fitting for the products that you sell, the industry that you're in, and really even cover some of the preference pieces that you have. If your brand has a certain look and feel, or you just have preferences to how your website looks, your theme will be a good starting point for you. So the option here for customize the look of your website, if we click Edit Theme, it's going to take us to the theme that we have in place right now. So Shopify offers both free and paid themes. So let me go ahead and show you what options are available through the theme store. You'll see here the Visit the Theme Store. If you click this option, it's going to take you to the theme store where you can look at free and paid options, as well as different sorting options by industry and then by site features. So I have a free option in mind for my website. If I go ahead and click free, and I navigate down to the theme that I know I would like to move forward with, it's the simple theme, so I found it here. Go ahead and click, and then you'll have the option to view a working demo, which I would encourage you to do if you're checking out a theme for a first time. But I know I want to go ahead and move forward with this one. So I click Get Theme, and then Publish as my shop's theme. It's going to download that. We can go back to our theme manager in our dashboard. And then the simple theme has been applied to our store. So we also have the option, now that that theme has been applied, to navigate back to our themes page in the navigation, and then customize that theme for the look of our site. So if there's different color options, this is really where you can put your creative or your designer hat on and make any updates if you want to have coherence in branding, changes to the look and feel. You can do that through the different drop-down options. So we've got colors opened here. You can update the typography, the header items. Now I do have a logo, and that for the purposes of showing you how to update the logo on your website, we can select the option here for Use Custom Logo. If I click that and upload a logo I have ready. Now this is a Shopify example. I'm going to actually upload the Shopify store logo for today's example. So that's been uploaded, and it's now found on our site. And right through the theme manager, we can make any other changes that we want to the look and feel of our site. But I've uploaded our logo. I want to go ahead and see what that looks like and publish the changes. Navigate back to our dashboard and take a look at our website. We've added our product. We've attached our logo. Our theme has been applied. So those pieces have been put together. We can click through, see what our product looks like, product page detail, our different sizes that we've added are included and available to customers. Our sale price is available, as well as our regular price. And everything is coming together nicely. So let's go ahead and go back to our admin and go through really the last few pieces. So we've gone over adding a product. We've included a theme or look and feel to our website. Really the last integral piece to our site, and it's really more of a takeaway than anything else, is the high value pieces on your site. So we've taken a look at the products, the themes. What I would say is before you're ready to really dabble in the back end of Shopify, what you want to keep in mind is what is your high value pages, not only to you, but being mindful of what's most important to your customers when selling your products. And that's really what is found on site. So you have the options through your dashboard to update blog posts, add, change, or remove pages, as well as dictate your navigation. So beyond adding your product and applying your theme, this is really the last high value piece to getting your Shopify site set up. So let's take a look at those at a glance. So blog posts, right now there's a default that's included. You can always add a new blog post, which I would definitely encourage you to do to keep your audience informed, to stay relevant, to provide news and information on your website. Blogs are an excellent way to do that right on site. So you can add a blog post through the option here. And you'll see the parallels with the product management with how the blog posts are created and set up. So this is really self-explanatory in terms of the information that's included. Title of your blog post, the content, adding any tags, and keeping in mind your SEO for that given blog post. Additionally, you have pages that you can add and manipulate. So the About Us and the front page, which is really synonymous with the home page, is already included. Which when you're first setting up your website, there's really, for an e-commerce site, there's really 4 high value pages. There's your home page, which is the very first thing that more often than not users or customers are going to see. Your product page, so what are they buying on your site? Your About Us page, who you are, what you do, and why they should buy from you. And then your Contact Us page. You want to make it as simple and seamless as possible for them to get in touch with you and engage with you. So the same option is available here for adding pages to your site. You'll see again the parallels in terms of how the information is laid out and included. Fairly self-explanatory there. You can always, once you've included the information, preview it on your website through the options here. And once all the information is included, go ahead and click Save Page. The last thing I'm going to go over is the navigation. So here's where you can manipulate your main menu. So your main navigation, you can simply drag and drop and reorder. Your footer, so this is going to be the quick links in the footer. You can always reorder that or edit it all together. But again, the structure of your site based on the theme, more often than not, it's a great starting point, but this is where you can begin to think of the customer experience, the user experience on your website. So we've added our product, we've applied our theme. The next step is really going to be to set up our domain. You've got really 2 options here. If you've got an existing domain, you simply just fold that in and add it to the site. Shopify will then recognize that and use that moving forward. That's through the added domain name I already own. If you want to register a new domain, select that option, and then Shopify will give you the different pricing options that are available. So that's fairly straightforward. Keep in mind you'll need a domain for your website if you're brand new to setting up a website. Still a seamless process, nothing to get too burdened by, but that's an integral piece to getting your site set up, is either rolling in an existing domain or registering a new one, which of course I would always recommend keeping it as simple and to the point as possible for your brand or company name. So if you've added your domain, you've added your product, you've added your theme, you're ready to launch your store, which is the option found here. Now we're not there just yet. I haven't folded in a domain. I'm not quite ready for that step. That's okay, but we hope that you are. I hope that by this point in time, you've set up your domain, you've done the other pieces with us as well. Your site is really 50% there. The other pieces, I'll likely set up some additional videos to give some more information about the navigation items, be it gift cards, discounts, reports, some of the other Shopify navigation pieces. But keep in mind, those are reactive. Those are a result of your site performance. Promotions you don't necessarily need to set up in the outset, but you need to get your e-commerce site set up now to really tap into this growing opportunity. So I hope you found this video very beneficial. As I said, I do plan on setting up additional videos. Um, the only other piece I do want to show you is selecting a plan. So once you have gone through your free 14-day trial, you have a lot of different options with Shopify as to the plan that's right for you. What you'll notice too is they hide an option here for a $14 a month starter plan. You could definitely go that option if you're, I hate to say non-committal, but if you're really just kicking the tires and getting started on e-commerce, you can always choose that plan. But I would hope for you, I wish you the best of success in e-commerce, and that hopefully some of the other options are more suitable for your plan, for growth, and that these are more fitting for your business and moving forward. So I've really enjoyed making this video for you today. As I said, there'll probably be more videos in the future where I'll go over some of the specifics. But congratulations, you've taken a look at the 80-20 approach to getting your e-commerce site set up. You'll probably hear from me again, but I wish you the most and happy selling and best of luck in the future.